Hello everyone, Denise Carpenter from lotuswings.ca here, and we're going to continue on with the playlist Conversations with Denise. But before we do, and with your permission, Mo, could we take these masks off?
Sure.
Yeah, we're sitting 6 feet apart, and it just brings more clarity to the audio of the video. So we're going to veer off a little bit with the Conversations with Denise playlist today, and we're going to bring in some science today. We rarely get that specific, but this is about Reiki and science, so it's near and dear to my heart. Today I'm joined by Moe or Moe Rosteius from Momentousreiki. So welcome here today, Mo, and thank you for coming in and doing this very technical talk. So I see you've got some notes with you.
I do.
So that's just very smart on your part. I know with my brain I would never be able to remember all those details.
Yeah, there's a lot to go over, and I want to make sure my references are correct.
Excellent, good. So let's just begin with how would you define Reiki?
Reiki is a form of energy medicine, and it involves the channeling of electromagnetic fields to the client. So health is a search for balance within the body on many different fields. And Reiki deals with the frequency and vibration to create harmony within the body. In my Reiki training, I'm able to direct those that kind of energy to the client to promote their health.
Okay, so innate within everyone's physical body is this desire or an innate intelligence to always strive towards homeostasis. Is that right? And science has proven that.
Absolutely. You can feel it in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
When you walk into a room and you could cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah.
It's because the vibration is negative.
Or if you cut yourself, your body, you don't have to focus on, I need to heal my finger. Like your body knows how to do that.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what we're talking about, that homeostasis, that search on the body's part to always stay within these certain parameters of being healed.
Yes.
Okay.
Knowing when you're tired, you need to rest.
Yeah.
Knowing when you're hungry, you need to eat.
Exactly. So tell us a little bit about your background then.
So I'm an occupational and physical therapy assistant by trade. I have been dealing with lasers for about 10 years, and I also deal with a lot of clients who have brain injuries.
Okay.
And lasers have been proven to have a large positive effect on tissues in our body.
Okay, and then so how is the energy moved through our body? How does that work?
Well, there's a law in physics called Ampere's law, and what that does is it says that electromagnetic currents flow through conductors, and those conductors can either be wires or they can be human tissue, and that they create a biomagnetic field. And our bodies are constantly emitting this biomagnetic energy. And there's a lot of Western medical technologies that measures those fields, like an MRI. That's used to figure out what's going on in the body.
Yeah.
You've got lasers that emit light, infrared and violet mostly are the ones that help heal. There's also EEGs that measure brain frequencies.
Yes, okay. Okay, so we're already working within that realm of frequencies probably in all medicines around the world, not just Western medicines, but all medicines around the world.
Absolutely.
And then kind of research is just taking us deeper, I think, into that field of energy frequencies and what they can do.
Yes. In the 1970s, scientists did some biomagnetic research and found out that different frequencies can affect different parts of the human body. So they figured out, for example, that the frequency of 700 megahertz will help heal bone tissue that is having a hard time after a fracture, and that it is at that frequency that they're able to heal.
Wonderful. Okay.
And then Dr. John Zimmerman did a study of Reiki practitioners' hands during the act of Reiki, and they figured out that the frequency emitted from a Reiki practitioner's hands is the same as that bone healing frequency.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And what is that there's that
Schumann's resonance, and so that is the biomagnetic field of the Earth, which has been measured at 783 megahertz. And then there was some research done by Robert Beck, and he did an EEG reading of a Reiki practitioner's brain at the time of practicing Reiki.
Yeah.
And they figured out that the Reiki practitioner's brain was measured between 780 and 800 megahertz, which is the same resonance in the same field as the Earth.
Yeah, isn't that just fascinating?
Yeah, and then there is a tie-in about the Earth's frequency, and that when living things are in the same frequency, that they have better healing techniques and capabilities.
And so that just allows this very natural physical body to go back into those frequencies that it knows, that innate intelligence that we talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and then there's Dr. Masaru Emoto, who he did a study with water. A lot of people could have seen this. It's a film called The Secret of Water. And he studied vibrational medicine in Japan. And what he did was he created this concept called hado. And hado is the intrinsical vibration essence. So he said that there's vibration that orbits the nucleus of an atom, which is matter, and that because of that vibration, different things can get attracted to the physical atom. So he studied water. And what they did was they took different vials and they put positive reinforcement words on them and negative ones. So love, happiness, joy, and sadness, shame, greed, anger on the negative ones. And they were able to see the magnetic influence on the water. So when they looked at the water under a microscope, the ones that were spoken to or consciously intended towards positive feelings, those looked like snowflakes. They had really fine lines. They were beautiful.
And they're symmetrical too, weren't
they?
Very
symmetrical. Yeah. And then the negative ones were more like blobs, and they were dark in color, and it was just a mass, and you could see the emotion. And since we are 70% water, he came up with the idea that, hey, thoughts, words, and emotions have a really big impact on us. He also noted that the people who were conducting the study, that their frequency, where they were in their lives or what they were thinking, actually had a really big impact on the water and the experiments. So the state of the practitioner, when it comes to Reiki, they, with training, they're able to hold a high frequency so that they're able to have the positive vibration come through.
Right. Oh, that's excellent, Mo. That's excellent. Thank you. That's so clear. Now, if someone wanted to book a session with you, how would we go about doing that?
Well, you could go to my website, which is momentousreiki.ca, or you could go to the Lotus Wings website and look under practitioners for me.
Wonderful. Okay, good. So that's momentousreiki.ca or lotuswings.ca. Go on the practitioners page, and Mo's contact information is all there. Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us. If this was helpful at all, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions you'd like to ask, please just send them in, and we'll do our best to get them answered. Thanks for joining us, and namaste.